Title: Why Nothing Can Stop the Cockroach. Channel: Wildlife Lens TV. WLTV. Cinematic documentary. Intro. Imagine surviving asteroid impacts, ice ages, volcanic eruptions, and nearly every extinction event that erased countless species from Earth. Now imagine doing it while living under our floors, inside ancient forests, and even in tropical caves. This is not science fiction. It's the incredible story of the cockroach. For over 300 million years, these tiny survivors have watched dinosaurs rise and fall, continents drift apart, and humans build civilizations. Most people see them as disgusting pests. But scientists see something entirely different. A masterpiece of evolution. How did such a small insect become one of the greatest survivors in Earth's history? And what secrets has nature hidden inside this nearly indestructible creature? Chapter 1: A Living Fossil. Long before humans existed. Before mammals ruled the planet. Even before the first dinosaur took a single step. Cockroach ancestors were already exploring Earth's forests. Ancient fossils reveal that cockroach-like insects appeared over 300 million years ago during the Carboniferous period. The world looked completely different. Gigantic ferns stretched toward the sky. Dragonflies the size of hawks patrolled the air. Massive amphibians hunted along swampy rivers. Yet among these giants crawled an ancestor whose basic body design would prove almost perfect. While many species evolved dramatically or vanished forever, the cockroach simply kept surviving. Its blueprint required very little change. Evolution had already discovered a winning formula. Chapter 2: Built for Survival. The cockroach is an engineering marvel. Its body is covered by a tough outer shell that protects it from crushing forces. Instead of bones, it wears its armor on the outside. Its flattened shape allows it to squeeze through cracks only a few millimeters wide. When danger appears, it doesn't hesitate. Powerful legs launch it into action almost instantly. Some species can sprint more than 50 body lengths every second. If a human moved that fast, we would be running hundreds of kilometers per hour. Its antennae constantly scan the environment. Every tiny vibration, every faint scent, every movement becomes valuable information. And its brain doesn't work alone. Special nerve centers throughout the body help control movement. Even if the head is removed, the body can continue reacting for days. Not because it is immortal, but because its nervous system is remarkably decentralized. Nature designed the cockroach for one purpose: stay alive. Chapter 3: The Perfect Adapter. Cockroaches don't survive because they're strong. They survive because they're adaptable. Almost anything can become food. Leaves, wood, dead insects, fruit, paper, glue. Even tiny scraps humans never notice. Nothing goes to waste. They thrive in rainforests, deserts, grasslands, mountains, and beneath crowded cities. Over 4,500 cockroach species exist worldwide. Yet only a small number regularly invade human homes. Most actually live quietly in forests where they recycle dead plants and organic material. Without these natural recyclers, forests would accumulate enormous amounts of decaying matter. The creatures many people fear indoors play an essential role outdoors. Nature rarely creates anything without purpose. If you're enjoying this documentary, take 1 second to hit the thumbs up, like button. It really helps us bring more incredible wildlife stories to life. Which animal should WLTV uncover next? Tell us in the comments below. And if you're fascinated by Earth's greatest survivors, subscribe now so you never miss our next adventure. Chapter 4, Escaping Danger. Imagine a predator approaching from behind. Before it even attacks, the cockroach already knows. Tiny sensory hairs near the rear of its body detect the slightest movement in the air. Within milliseconds, its legs explode into motion. The escape happens faster than most predators can react. Researchers have discovered that cockroaches make split-second decisions about which direction offers the safest escape. They're not simply running randomly. They're calculating survival. Some species can even climb smooth walls. Others cling upside down across ceilings using microscopic structures on their feet. Darkness gives them another advantage. While many predators struggle to see, cockroaches continue navigating confidently through the night. To them, darkness is protection. Chapter 5, The Myth of the Immortal Cockroach. You've probably heard the famous claim that cockroaches could survive a nuclear explosion. But is it true? Not exactly. A direct blast would kill them. However, cockroaches can tolerate far higher levels of radiation than humans. Their slower cell division makes them less vulnerable to radiation damage. This extraordinary resilience helped create one of science's most famous myths. Another myth claims they can live forever without food. That's also false. Like every living creature, they eventually need nourishment. Yet they can survive weeks without eating, and several days without water, depending on the species and environment. They're tough, but they're not invincible. The real miracle isn't immortality. It's extraordinary resilience. Chapter 6, What Scientists Are Learning. Cockroaches continue surprising researchers. Their movement inspires robots designed for search and rescue missions. Machines modeled after cockroaches can squeeze through collapsed buildings where humans cannot go. Scientists also study their immune systems. Despite living in dirty environments, cockroaches possess powerful natural defenses against harmful microbes. Understanding these defenses may one day contribute to new medical discoveries. Even their remarkable ability to survive crushing pressure has inspired engineers developing flexible robotic designs. Sometimes, Nature hides its greatest innovations inside its least appreciated creatures. Conclusion. The next time you see a cockroach, you may still want it outside your home. But perhaps you'll also see something else. A survivor. A witness to Earth's deepest history. A creature that endured when giants disappeared. For hundreds of millions of years, cockroaches have adapted instead of dominating. They've survived not because they're the biggest or the smartest, but because they're among nature's most resilient. In a constantly changing world, that may be the greatest superpower of all. Perhaps the true lesson isn't about cockroaches. It's about survival itself. Sometimes, the creatures we overlook hold the greatest stories evolution has ever written. The cockroach's story proves that survival isn't about being the biggest or the strongest, it's about adapting. If this documentary changed the way you see one of nature's most misunderstood creatures, don't stop here. Click the next documentary on your screen to discover another unbelievable animal story. Subscribe to WLTV, turn on notifications, and join thousands of wildlife lovers exploring the wonders of our planet. We'll see you in the next adventure. Thanks for watching.